Hey everyone, Kristen Lustig here of Kristinsoriginals in my studio. Going to paint a beach kind of pour today. And this is experimenting for some bigger ones that I want to do. So I'm starting out with, and the big thing I'm using today is the Arteza. I wanted to show you last week I used some of these. Making sure you guys can see that. These were the iridescent colors, and they come in bottles. There's 10 to a box, pretty reasonably priced, and have some pretty great colors. So that's what I used some of last week. I mixed them in with my primary elements colors. This week I also ordered the big box 36 metallic acrylic colors. These are all metallics, and they all come in this really nice packaging. I love Arteza, and their paints are awesome. So they come in these little tubes, 22 milliliter or 0.74 ounces, and I'm figuring probably can get 2 uses out of each tube. So and there's like 3 stacks of colors in this box. So 36 of those. Can't remember the price on those either, but they were pretty reasonable. I think around $30 or $40 for that set. So for the quality of paint you're getting, it is a really good price because they are really nice paints. I already have some of these mixed up. I mixed them up earlier. I wanted them kind of on the thick side because metallics, you always want to mix a little bit thicker. They tend to disappear if you don't. So these are the colors I'm using. They are, okay, that one was Pearl Electric Blue. This gold here is Aztec gold. And I think it's going to be a little bit darker, more brown kind of gold. This pearl turquoise, and I believe that is this one, pearl turquoise. Pearl sea green. Oh, maybe I was wrong. I think this is the turquoise. This is probably the sea green. Yeah. All right, and then last, glacier blue, and that's the light blue one. So, got all those mixed up. I am also going to use some of my Prussian blue that I have iridescent medium mixed in with, just because I want to have a little bit more depth. And I have one more color that I'm going to show you how I mix my colors. So, you can see I have a little bit in the bottom of the cup of that is Pearl Royal Purple. Okay. So I use Elmer's Glue All, and I put about the same amount of glue all as I have paint in this cup, and I just kind of eyeball it. You can use a scale if you want to be exact, but I don't really think it makes a huge difference. Just make sure you use the glue all and not just the regular glue. All right, so we're going to mix that up. Make sure you scrape your sides and make sure you really get the bottom of that cup. And you can see how the mediums that you put in with your paint lighten the color. So that's why when they dry, they're so much darker. Because like Elmer's Glue All is white when it comes out of the jug, but if you were to let it dry, it's completely clear. So they're always going to look a little bit lighter. Don't let that detract from what you're doing. All right, the next thing I use is the floetrol. Get that at Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, wherever you find your painting supplies. And as you can see, I wanted you to see this little gadget that I got from Bryan at Spontaneous Creations. You guys might already have one or know who he is. Or I've gotten one from somewhere. Can't get my lid off. Come on. Okay. Is that it? Nope. still doesn't want to come off. I don't know why. It's being stubborn. Okay. So I have this strainer that goes right on the bottle. And then so I can pour right from my gallon into whatever I'm using. And it doesn't clog. And then it filters my floetrol because floetrol has a lot of boogers in it. That's what we lovingly like to refer to them as. So don't know why, but they're like skins that develop inside the jug. Probably from it drying as it's sitting there. So Spontaneous Creations by Bryan. I'll try to get a link that I can put in below in my description for you if you want to get one of those. Really cool. I have some floetrol that was left over because I poured too much. Because I really want these to be on the thicker side. So have that mixed up with the glue. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the floetrol at a time. Just till you get the right consistency. Sometimes floetrol can be just different consistencies. So if it's a little on the thinner side, then you're going to get a thinner product. So that's good. I want it to make a mound. So I think we're good right there. And that was probably just about equal parts of everything. Equal parts paint, equal parts glue, equal parts floetrol. All right. So what I'm going to be doing today is a beach pour. I'm going to layer up my cup with my blues. My beach part is just going to be the Aztec gold. So I'm going to start out with some of my Prussian blue in the bottom of the cup. And I'm not going to put any silicone in because I want to try to see what kind of cells I'm going to get without the silicone. Metallic paints tend to give you cells on their own. So I'm just going to layer that cup up. That was the electric blue. This is the royal purple that we just mixed. And I don't know if you can see the bottom of that cup, but that paint is staying on top. And that's another thing with thicker paint. It will stay on the top and not sink down. Okay, that was the icy blue, or glacier blue, I should say. This is the sea green. I'm going to do 2 layers in this cup. Some more of the Prussian blue. Prussian blue gives a lot of depth, and you need that when you're doing an ocean pour. Trying to remember my order. It doesn't really matter, but I'm pouring left-handed because I think it gives you guys a better view of what I'm doing. But sometimes it's hard to pour left-handed. All right, I have a 12 by 12 canvas here. No silicone in this. And I want to put my gold down first because that's going to be the beach part. I think I kind of want it going kind of at an angle. All right, let's give that a tilt. Give it a hard tilt. I don't really think I need more. I just need to get it to run down. I really like this Aztec gold. Hoping it doesn't dry too dark. Okay, there's our beach. I went today, they have them on sale, I think until Friday. They're gallery wrap canvases at Michael's, which are the nice thicker ones. They have them on sale for 70% off. So that's when I go buy a bunch of them. So I have some long, tall, skinny ones that I want to do some beach pours on because I've got some clients who've requested some. So, all right, so I've got my cup. I'm going to give it just a little bit of a swirl just to marry those colors a little bit. And then I'm just going to start pouring. Just like a ribbon pour. Put the Prussian blue in first so it comes out last. So it gives that darker back in the back. So it looks like it's receding. And yes, as planned, plenty of cells. Okay. And much easier to control that color combination with a smaller canvas. So I'm just going to give that a little bit of a tilt, get some of that paint off of there. I'm going to be using a little bit different, I'm going to use the cell activator for the blooms, for the swipes. So I'm just going to close that gap in a little bit. I want to leave a little bit of a gap there. Really pretty. I love that purple in there. All right, really cool. Okay. I can touch up that gold that I just messed up on the bottom when I'm done. All right, so let's give that a little bit of a torch. Get some of the bubbles out. Look at all those cells that that created. That's just from the metallic paint. No silicone at all. But that's what metallics do. So if you're looking for cells without having to put silicone, silicone is can be kind of a pain in the butt to clean. So that's why it's nicer sometimes to not have the silicone in there. All right. Touch up some of these sides. I can't really see the back right now, but I can get those later. All right, so I'm going to talk to you guys about the Australian floetrol. I want to grab the bottle real quick. I know that a lot of people are afraid to order it. I've ordered twice now during this pandemic, and so far I've gotten what I've ordered. And I found a place. I'll try to put the name in the description for you. I'll try to remember to do that. There's a guy on eBay that sells it. It comes in this little bottle. It's 500 milliliter. So kind of small, but he does not charge for shipping. So I think with taxes, it was $32. And yes, it's a little bottle. However, all you're using it for is your cell activator. And so I just mixed up my cell activator in this little cup. And I just recently finished, and you guys know how much I've used it. I just recently finished my first bottle of floetrol. So that went a really long way. So I'm just telling you, if you're afraid to order it, don't be, because it really does go along with. I just realized I have my favorite Mickey Mouse shirt on and no apron. That wasn't too smart. All right, so I'm going to use this white cell activator. I've got my playing cards here. I'm going to try that again because I like that they're kind of sturdy and they're coated already. So let me just, because I want to have a couple smaller ones. I don't want to use the whole one. So I'm just cutting those in half, and I'm going to throw my apron on because I don't want to get Mickey Mouse dirty. All right. So I'm going to pour some of the cell activator, which is just my Amsterdam white, titanium white, and I've mixed it with the Australian floetrol. So I've got a mixture of about between 2 and 3 to 1. Okay, let's pour some of that. All right, and it will spread out. Touch up my gold while that's waiting for that to spread out a little bit. The reason I left the gap there is because when you go to swipe, it's to try and keep the brown out of the blue. It's okay if you get a little bit in there, but I like the line. That looks pretty just like that. All right. So, got my cards that I cut up, and I'm just going to swipe across. Always wipe it off when you're done. And then I'm going to swipe down here too. All right. I think we're going to need to blow it a little bit. The swipe is just not enough for me. So let me grab my straw. All right. Pretty awesome. I may have to do that a couple more times just because the white wants to come back in. And now I'm trying to decide if I want to blow it the other way. Let me flip it around. Give you a close-up of that. I got a new phone, so hoping that it gives me a little bit better quality with filming. Okay, got you guys, yeah, you're in there. I'll pull you down just a little bit so you can see really close up with that blow. Hopefully you're in focus. All right, just a little bit of a light blow. I don't want too much going on the sand part. Okay, let's put a little bit along this line here. kind of following the natural. Probably should have just poured, but I don't want a thick line. There we go. Okay. Just give it a second wave. All right, let me flip it around one more time because I want to blow that bottom wave again too. Make sure you're in there. Okay. Oh my goodness. I always do that. I forget to look at which side I was blowing with. I just got paint in my mouth. Okay. Okay, that time I got down almost level with the canvas, horizontal, and I blew that from the middle of the white and blew that out just to give it a bigger splash. All right. That is really pretty. I think it's going to look very cool. Sorry if you can hear the dog in the background. Must be somebody out front. All those metallics will really show up when it dries. So I'll definitely give you guys... Next week I'll show you what it looks like dried. All right. Trying to decide if I want to blow some more or if I want to just put in some more, like just pieces of white. Make sure you wipe your stick. Just felt like there wasn't enough of that white up there. Give those white caps a little bit more white. And it may sink, but some of it will still be there. All right, guys. So that is the video for this week. You know, like I said, don't be afraid to order the Australian floetrol. It really is amazing. You really do get awesome sales with it. I think I'm just going to give a little bit more up here. I don't know, can you guys, that halo light, sorry about that halo light. Yeah, now it's right in the middle of it. Let me see if I can move it out of there. Okay, I think we're done. So I think I'm going to be using some of those colors when I do my big one. I'm going to turn the camera off and switch it around so I can give you guys a close-up of all those cool cells and all the action going on. So hold on just a minute. All right, so here's a close-up. So that's what you get with the mettalics and the Australian floetrol, is you just get really great cell action going on and really cool lacing. Look at that lacing. Very cool. I may go back in and put a little bit more white inside there. Oops, why is it not focusing? Okay, so there's that, and then that's that last little wave I put in up there. Again, sorry about the halo. It's following me. And the that Prussian blue is great. All right, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. I will see you next week, and I'll show you this totally dried. Hope you guys have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.